up in this gig and I am super duper excited because I am joined with my good girl, Flo Milli. Bitch, what is up? Bitch, we in the building, girl.
Hey, bitch. What's up?
Oh, I have been dying. I have been dying to hear that in person. Like, I wish I could be in Atlanta with you. I'm so sorry. We in a damn pandemic.
We in a pandemic, baby. That's what we in.
Okay. Period. How was Atlanta? First of all, how was the move? How are you adjusting to the move?
I'm adjusting. Like, I fuck with Atlanta. Like, I just feel like it's just the place for me. Like, being in Alabama, it's like home, but Atlanta is just another vibe. So I'm actually getting adjusted to it pretty good.
Atlanta's not that far from Alabama, is it?
No, it's like 4 hours away. So
home is right around the corner.
Right.
So first of all, let's talk about Flo Milli. I think it was the Flo Milli, no, it was In the Party. It was In the Party when I first heard you. And I remember it came across like my YouTube suggestions. This was like before it even hit the millions. I remember it was like 100K. And I was like,
right.
Who is this? Where did you come from? Like, girl, hello? And I feel like it was just this pungent, really bubblegum, ampy, but like still talk your shit. And I said, I needed a friend like her in high school. Where was you at, girl? So where did Flo Milli come from? How did you even come up with this? Like, is this a persona? Is this who you are? Like, what do you think? Like, what is Flo Milli?
Flo Milli, oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, let me give you a background. Like, I've been rapping since I was like 11, but Flo Milli kind of came about in high school when like I just was kind of getting to know myself and figure out who I was and shit. So, you know, when you a bad bitch, you know, bitches gonna hate on you. So in high school, I had a couple haters. And the way that I would deal with that shit was just writing it out. Like, I wasn't really a fighter, even though I did get in a fight in high school. I just,
It happens to the best of us.
There. But when I felt some shit, I would just write it out, and it was a good like coping mechanism to really just like say how the fuck I'm feeling and get money off of it. So that's how Flo Milli came about.
And where did the name come from?
When I was in a girl group when I was little, my name always was Millie. It was like Rose Millie, but then I changed it to Flo Milli because people was just like, yo, flow hard.
It's got to be something about this flow. First of all, let's talk about your flow. The way you like rap is like, it's like pop music to me almost, but like almost braggadocious, but also like if you listen hard enough, bitch, you can hear what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like if you listen past like the personality of it, bitch, I'm spitting bars. And so how did In the Party come about? What inspired In the Party?
Okay, so I was in college when I wrote that. That was right. Well, that kind of blew me up or whatever. So I was like, I don't know. I used to go to a lot of college parties and shit. So, and my mind was just so eccentric. Like, I'd be trying to think of like different ass shit. Like, I'd be like, what is something nobody would say? So that's where Dick Suck came from, you know, just my own imagination.
Because that's what it felt like. Yeah. I feel like you took us to your world, bitch. Like the video when you was a cheerleader, I said this. And I like that your videos are not like boring at all.
Hell yeah, like, I'm always trying to switch it up for sure. Cause like, you want to always elevate every time you put out. Like, you want to be able to recreate yourself every time. So I always try to make sure my video is like real creative and different and shit.
So B-Flow Mix, TikTok took it and ran with it, bitch. They said, girl, this is it for us. Take me to the reaction where you wake up and you're like, bitch, Tisha, because I call her Tisha, girl. Tisha is taking my goddamn song and made it into a viral hit. Like, everywhere I went, this goddamn song was there.
Yeah, that shit crazy, because, like, I didn't even, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I didn't know what TikTok was. And so I was like, what the fuck is this? And I had to download the app, bro, and I really had to look through the video. I was like, bro, this is like a real thing. Like,
the bitch is really up here.
Right? Like, that shit was hard, but, like, my little sister, she be on TikTok a lot, so she kind of showed me all that shit, and I was just like, damn, that's dope. So many people fuck with me, like, that shit dope.
Yeah, like, that was, like, one of the times where I was like, okay, so this is the second time. Now that my girl is starting to pop and make some shit pop, and then this goddamn, is this an album or EP or mixtape?
It's a mixtape. Yeah, it's a mixtape.
Okay, so this is just like the pre-teaser to, like, are you making an album right now?
Yes, I'm in the process of making an actual album. I just wanted to like the reason why all those songs don't really sound, well, actually, they do sound.
They sound. It's a cohesive project. It's a cohesive project for sure.
Like, pretty much. Yeah, so, I mean, I call it a mixtape, but I guess, you know, it's my first ever project I ever put out, so yeah.
I love this wave you got on social media too as soon as you dropped. Or maybe people just kind of got hip immediately on Twitter and Instagram where people were like, we need to support our dark-skinned queen, especially in the music industry. Well, let me ask you this first. One, have you experienced already the shift of how people treat darker-skinned women in the industry?
You know what? I caught light to that shit, like, before I kind of blew or whatever, but I never really thought that shit, like, I honestly haven't experienced that, but it's so dope to see a lot of other darker girls like look up to me because like I never was insecure about my skin tone. Like I don't associate beauty with a skin tone. I was never brought up like that. Like my mama is light skinned. She loves my chocolate skin. So I just really didn't think of it like that, you know? So I think it's dope that, you know, I could be a light to other girls to show like you can be confident, bro. Like fuck what society thinks about that shit. Like you can think you the shit at any shade. So yeah, that's really what I'm all about.
Everybody was like, everybody need to fuck with Flo Milli immediately. It's like you're like the little sister of the group or something. Like everybody was like, everybody take care of the baby. Go ahead, download the shit, stream my bitch shit.
Expected to get all of that attention, like especially when the mixtape dropped. Like I was blown away. And like
the mixtape is actually pretty good though. That's the thing. Like new artists have this problem with still finding their sound, which is okay because as artists, you're going to find your sound. You're going to have to like go through these different like phases and different sounds and stuff like that. But I feel like you found your sound, or like at least you found your niche that you like at least.
With time and the more that I experience, I feel like of course it's gonna change. Like no artist stays the same.
I know you were only 19.
Oh yeah, I'm 20. I just turned 20.
You just okay, so now you're in the dub club. Okay. My favorite songs off the mixtape, right? Weak. The sample from SWV, how did you get that clear, first of all? That's like legendary.
It is legendary. So I was in the studio with Jay White and he was actually on FaceTime with one of the members of SWV. So I'm in the studio, I'm like, who you on the phone with? Like I'm fucking with him and shit. And he told me, and so when he told me who he was on the phone with, I was like, I just started singing the song Weak. And we all was just vibing and shit. And then like he went in the studio and like, I don't know if he told her and like she said yeah like right away, but like it was a thing and we just like that day started working on the song. It was dope as fuck.
Get the fuck out of here. Cause I'm like, but you made it your own. Girl, this is what made me so happy. And this is low-key what made me fuck with you, cause I was like, okay, you took that song and made it your own. And I mean, when I listen to your Week and their Week, I'm like, this is a whole different vibe. It sound like 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and that's exactly what I wanted to achieve with it. Like, I wanted it to touch, like, different age groups, and I feel like it's so fucking dope that, like, older people can really vibe to me, bro, because I'm really young, and it's dope that older people and younger people can, like, get groovy to that shit, so. Yeah,
because you made it hella relatable. I'm up there like, yeah, I feel like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I feel like that. And then, now this is the bop. Now, I know the video just dropped today, which I want to tell you, I had a chance to watch before we hopped on. And baby, that long ass braid, that was nasty. That's how this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to female entertainers, I actually have like this big expectation, because especially black female entertainers, because they always got us under this microscope of, well, let's see if she can do this. When you come and deliver, and especially at a young age like this and so new in your career, it makes my heart flutter. I am so proud of you. This video was absolutely amazing. But May I is a f***ing bop, bitch, when I tell you that song.
That shit is so lit. And it's so funny because, like, interacting with, like, my supporters and shit, I've heard that so much. Like, I was in a hotel a couple weeks ago, and, like, this guy, he just kept staring at me. I knew he knew who I was or whatever. So I got on the elevator, and he was like, Are you? I was like, yes. He was like, bitch, may I? I was like, yo. That shit was hard. I was like, yeah, that's the one. Everybody keeps talking about it. That shit.
That is the one. But first of all, two things. You have a Snoop Dogg sample in there.
Yep.
I don't know if people peeped. There's a whole Snoop Dogg sample in the whole chorus. And also, riddle me this. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know. I was just trying to put something in my mind. Did you pay homage to Mississippi with the chorus also? It sound like M-I, crooked letter, and I was like, was that just a coincidence or like was that like a thing?
No, that was a hella like very much a coincidence, but you know, we can fit it in there. Like, we can fit that in there.
Wow, I was like, first of all, the Snoop Dogg sample is amazing. And I'm like, did she also pay homage to Down South too? Like, bitch, you better. I said, okay.
But you know, like, Mississippi kind of family too, because that's right next to Mobile. So like, you know, we all down there. That's where you from, Mississippi?
I know. Okay, so my family's from Alabama. This is why I did it when I had made a video about you. I said, I think we cousins, because you never know. You know, everybody cousins are related down south some way, somehow, girl. So I want to play a game with you. So since you are new and you're breaking through the charts and you're coming through, girl, I want people to understand your lyrics and understand what you're talking about. And kind of me too. I'm actually kind of just curious of what you're talking about. So I pulled some parts of from some songs of yours. I pulled 3 lyric excerpts that I like the most. And the first one I got, he gon' doggy paddle cause he know I get wet. And he tripped cause I never respond to his text. All right, Flo Milli, bitch, what's the tea? Like, what are you trying to tell me? What you trying to tell me, bitch?
Because these niggas just weak, so they get treated like, you know, what the fuck they are. You know, I just try to keep it as cordial as possible. Like, I don't be in my feelings about these niggas. Like,
you don't be responding to people's text messages, bitch. You be keeping people on red. Don't be airing it out, Flo.
Yeah, bro. That's how they respect you. Like, these niggas ain't gonna respect you unless you respect yourself first.
Write that down. Go ahead. Don't respond to no text. Y'all hear that? Don't respond to no text message, girl. Let him chase. Oh, okay. This song is one of my favorites too, honestly. I feel like a pussycat doll. As soon as I heard that, off rip, I said, me. I feel like a pussycat doll. I don't answer when he call. Keep that on his toes and make sure you put up a wall. So first of all, it sounds like the first time, like you're telling me what? Okay, first of all, when you say you feel like a pussycat doll, tell me what do you mean by that?
Okay, so like when I was younger, I used to listen to Pussycat Dolls. So, you know, like they was my city girls when I was like 5. Okay, so I have to go by their analogy, and Pussycat Dolls ain't finna answer their motherfucking calls, like, period. Like,
I'm a pussycat doll.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you put it against, I just didn't know that was for the Pussycat Dolls. That like makes me so happy because that's one of my favorite pop groups of all time, because like literally. So now y'all know, bitch, you feel like one of the Pussycat Dolls, honey, so I don't have to answer when you call. Okay, my last one, which I really, really like. With your daddy get nasty, like the 2 Live Crew. Word to Stevie, they ain't do me like do I do. And if you cross me, I won't hesitate to shit on you, bitch. It's the fact that you put the Stevie and do I do in there, bitch. It's like, what was you thinking? Like, when did you get this verse? I'm getting with your daddy getting nasty like the 2 Live Crew. Ooh, that's disrespectful, bitch. Tell a bitch that.
My lyrics is very raunchy, and like you gotta have some shit in there that's gonna keep people on their toes, man. Like, people want to be entertained, so I just feel like it's always good to like put some shit in there that's gonna shake them up. So, because people be sleeping, especially when motherfuckers be trying you like you're not that bitch, and you gotta just show them. You gotta shit on them.
Who would be the dream collab for Flo Milli? Like, who's out right now that you're like, bitch, this track would be everything?
I would have to go with Rihanna. Ooh. Rihanna for sure. That's a bad bitch.
That's a different type of bad bitch there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's an OG bad bitch there. Mm-hmm. Who else you feeling?
I really want to collab with the baby because he a Capricorn like me, so.
You a Capricorn?
Yeah. I rep because I don't know, like people be saying different things. Do you be into the signs and shit? I
am. I'm not deep into it. I just know I got like my brother's a Capricorn, my granddad's a Capricorn. All I know is y'all like to work, get y'all money first. Capricorns need a bag, honey, and they always gonna look for a damn bag. They gonna find it too. And they act like they tough on the outside, like so tough, but the biggest goddamn teddy bears in the inside. Bitch, you about softer than tissue paper.
Milli shit. I like cash in my hair to my ass. Do the dash, can you make it go fast? Fuck the fame, all I want is them bands. If she keep on mugging, I'ma still remain.
A lot of artists sometimes come in this industry that think that it's just money, it's just a bag, it's just popularity, it's just clout, it's just fame. People like me that really love music, and we really, like when I see artists and I can see an artist, I really want to see or hear what they think about the music industry in a whole. But what do you aspire to bring to the industry, like to add to the music industry that you may see that's missing right now?
I would definitely want to add strength, because I feel like I'm already doing that. Like by what we was just talking about with other girls and just people in general, period. Learning to love themselves and being confident. I want to bring like difference, a change. Like I don't really care for the clout chasing and shit. Like I don't care about all that. I'm on some real shit. Like I really want to like chase my goals. Like I really have a goal, a dream. Like I really want to be in this shit. So I would just say, showing people to be determined, to work hard and be like the best at what I do to inspire other people. So.
Like in 5 years, if you could picture it, what do you want to do?
Okay, so definitely I want to like branch off to different things, but still keep, this legacy. But I want to be in movies. I want to model. I want to do fashion week. I want to be in actual fashion shows. I definitely love the editorial looks and all that stuff. But I want to be like on game shows. Like I want to be on some A-list shit, like top tier movie shit.
Well, Flo Milli, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the channel. I want to have a quick little chit chat with you to figure out who you are, how you're about to take over the world, and I had to grab you first before you come over and take over and win all these Grammys and things of the nature, girl. You never know.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. I love this interview. Like, yes.
See you soon. Thank you, Flo Milli.
All right. Thank you. Bye.